This video is on perpendicular lines for Year 8 Delta classes. What I would like you to do is read the knowledge organiser, watch this video and use it to work through examples, try the questions from the second page of the knowledge organiser and complete any maths watch work set. So what we're going to be doing today is building on what you have done in the past with parallel lines and equation of a straight line by finding the equation for perpendicular lines. So a perpendicular line is a line that meets another line at 90 degrees. So if we have a look, that's what we should expect. Now what happens with our gradient is when we have parallel lines, our gradient is the same for each line. When we have perpendicular lines, the gradients of the two lines multiply together to give us -1. So for example, if the gradient of this line was 2, the gradient of this one would have to be -1/2 because 2 times -1/2 gives you -1. We work out that by getting our gradient of a line and finding the negative reciprocal. So for example, if the gradient of the line is 3, your perpendicular gradient, you turn this upside down, you put a 1 over the fraction and make it a negative. If our gradient was 1/2, our perpendicular gradient, we'd turn this upside down, we'd have -2 over 1, which gives us -2. If our gradient was 2/3, our perpendicular gradient would be -3 over 2. So what we're going to be doing is you're going to be finding the equation of the perpendicular line when you're given the equation of a line and a point it passes through. So we do this the same way as what we find in the equation of the line for parallel lines. So what we do is we identify firstly the gradient. So we say that the gradient of this is 5. We then want to find our perpendicular gradient, which I'm going to just call perp, and that would be -1/5. From this, what we do is we substitute it in to y equals mx plus c, and we get y equals -1/5 x plus c. We then take our points, which is 10, 4, and we substitute it in. So we've got our x coordinate and our y coordinate. So our x equals 10, y equals 4. So we get 4 equals -1/5 times 10 plus c. So 4 equals -1/5 times 10 gives us -2 plus c. And then we rearrange this to work out c. And that gives us that c equals 6. What we then do is we substitute this into here and we get -1/5 x plus 6 is my equation of the perpendicular line. What I would like you to do is use this example to help you complete the questions on the second knowledge organiser, or the second page of the knowledge organiser, and any maths watch work set. Thank you.